Hello everyone, this is the rock star J.O. Choa representing ARMBAR alongside the Machine, Tony Matu.
Hi, how you doing today, ARMBAR fans?
And Mr. 7-Star Jaime Esteban.
What up?
And if we are starstruck, you're right, because we are next to the Spanish God, one of the cornerstones of the inner circle from All Elite Wrestling, Sammy Guevara.
The best ever.
And of course, former World and X Division champion from Impact Wrestling, the Machine, Brian Cage.
The real Machine. You said Machine earlier. Come on, that's a...
I know, you're right.
Said it, I thought it was a little weird.
I know, right? I mean, I have a lot of monikers, though. You could have said the Swolverine, Mr. GMSI, the owner of the Spotlight, the multi-move Paragon. It goes on and on and on.
Honestly, you can keep going. I'm the Spanish God, the Jesus of wrestling, the warrior wrestling, you know, the ruler of all wrestling. You can keep going with me too, you know.
It's all good. I mean, yeah, Tony, I told you at the beginning you were going to have a possible trademark issue with Mr. Cage here, so I'll let you two sort it out. So, but guys, first of all, yeah, the Team Machines are the freaking machines. I don't know, but in all seriousness, guys, welcome to South Texas Wrestlefest. Of course, Brian Cage coming in from San Antonio. You wrestled yesterday at the Bash the Brewery event, and of course, you got main event today with Masada. I wanted to get your thoughts on the upcoming hardcore match tonight against Masada.
You know, too, actually, it's pretty cool because we were supposed to actually have a match in the now defunct Wrestle Circus, I believe, which would have been the first time ever. But here we are a few years later, and now it's going to happen. You know what? The skewers, whatever, that's cool. I don't really know if I have much else to worry about besides that. But even then, I mean, Sammy's taught me a thing or two about no selling, so I'll be all right.
Booker T taught me. No, I'm just kidding, Book. Just don't kill me.
And of course, Sammy Guevara. Of course, we could see you Wednesday nights on All Elite Wrestling's Dynamite show, and of course, occasionally Tuesday nights on AEW Dark. But I'm sure you have some Retribution.
And, you're screwing it up. And Tuesdays on Sammy Guevara's vlog and Sammy Guevara's YouTube channel, which you can go subscribe on Sammy Guevara on YouTube.
He said it best, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm sure you got some Retribution in mind for one John Moxley after what happened this past Wednesday night.
You had to bring that up, honestly. Cage, why he had to bring that up?
I mean, I was stoked on your YouTube channel.
Thank you. I wanted the YouTube, but nah, yeah. Moxley, the dummy, the idiot, the not smart guy. He could have joined the inner circle, and we could have all been BFFs, the six-man group. You know, we could have been the greatest six-man group of all time. But what he had to do, he had to go and hurt my father figure like that with the glass bottle?
With a little bit of the bubbly. Why? That's, oh my goodness.
Can't even talk about it.
I gotta tell you, you know.
What you gotta tell me?
I've been always just learning from Chris Jericho. You know, you're his protege. I mean,
my father figure.
My father figure. I mean,
my hero.
The creme de la creme. I mean, each day when you learn from him, what is the most important advice he's ever given you in the squared circle today?
I mean, where do I start? I mean, he's so knowledgeable. I can't share just one thing. I can't share this information. I'm breaking right now.
On the lighthearted side of this.
I looked at Cage for a second. I was like, I'm fucked.
And I was wondering as well, how much are you getting paid to endorse Whataburger here during this?
This is bang energy inside here.
It's
Whataburger. Use my promo code.
What's your favorite?
Order for a combo. I'd get the number 7 because it's a small burger. Because like makes me think like, hey, it's okay. I'm eating a burger, but it's a small one. And then I get jalapenos on Texas toast. No tomatoes, no onions. Onion rings instead of the fries. Extra crispy on onion rings.
Nice.
What about you, Cage? What do you get from Whataburger?
You know what? I don't eat any fast food. However, Whataburger is probably my favorite fast food places. I've actually only been there, I think, 2 or 3 times. So I don't even have the menu on lockdown. But I do have a gift card that a fan gave me at a show not too long ago, last year, that I plan on using after the pay-per-view tomorrow in Dallas. So, yes. Boom.
And of course, any message you'd like to give to your opponent for tomorrow night in Dallas, Mr. Rob Van Dam.
Not 2006 anymore.
This fight might be a one-night stand because he's not going to want to get back in the ring with the Machine Brian Cage. Am I correct?
Oh, absolutely. He's talking about everybody stealing his stuff, which just cracked me up. He's one of my actual favorite Twitter accounts right now too. He's cracking me up with some of his tweets. But let's get real. I haven't stolen anything from him. If I've stolen anything from anyone, it'd be one of my idols and best friends. Chris Kanyon, not Sammy Guevara. But yeah, you know what? Actually, I might pull out some RVD moves this Sunday. We'll see what happens. But yeah, at the end of the day, I'll go ahead and I believe Steam. I mean, come on, if Moose beat RVD, I can't not beat RVD. Let's get real. So I'm not sweating it.
And of course, you guys have also had extensive wrestling in Mexico for the AAA promotion. Wanted to ask, of course, the differences when it comes to wrestling both in the United States and Mexico, like what the crowds are like both in the U.S. and Mexico as far as crowd reaction or as far as just overall interaction.
I've wrestled extensively in Mexico. The crowds are more consistently larger scale, I would say, in size, and there's like this crazy fandom about them. But I will say, and a disappointment though, with the large crowds in Mexico, they don't react to matches and moves the same.
Favorite moment, Triple Mania. You don't give a f***. Middle of the match.
So, me, Swan, Phoenix, and Jeff Jarrett out there, and me, Swan, and Phoenix are killing it more than the Jeff Jarrett, but he's in the match. And we're doing all this cool stuff, and there's like zero reaction after the last cool spot we did. There's like no reaction to it.
Freaking cool, like world's strongest man power.
I caught Phoenix into the suplex on the outside. We did a cool dive. We came back in, did another cool spot. I did the catch power slam power bomb. Still no reaction. I go, you motherfuckers don't give a f about anything.
We're all watching in the back. I'm like, did he just say?
It's like, yeah, he did.
I was like, they don't understand it.
And of course, Cage, you've been the world champion before. Of course, what are your immediate goals heading into 2020, or in this case, after Hard to Kill? In this case, what are some of the goals that you have in mind?
Well, you know, everyone's talking about, speaking of the Hard to Kill pay-per-view, everyone's talking about Tessa and Sammy and, you know, shocking the world, making history. That's great. Tessa Blanchard's a really good friend of mine. And I hope you meet Sammy. You know, speaking of breaking champagne bottles over people's close to you, I kind of know a thing or two about that. But so hopefully, I hope Tessa, you know, comes out on top. But then I'm a little, you know, convicted because obviously I want to be world champion. Tessa's one of my best friends. It's great for her. But then that means she's gonna have to work me, and I don't know if that, you know, yeah, I don't know. So it's gonna be like when Sammy Guevara worked me. It's not gonna be good. So.
Wait, what?
Yesterday.
The drive?
You worked with Corpus, right?
Yeah, I was in Corpus yesterday. I got to drop the puck on the hockey game, and they gave me a jersey. That was dope. Came in at like 1 a.m., and here I am. I'm a working man, baby.
I also have a question. You know, now that you're in the inner circle, what is it like working with Jacob Hagar?
Jake Hagar, the most feared man in MMA, neither people. Jake, you know, it's an honor. He's like my cousin, my distant cousin, you know, Santana Ortiz, like I was saying, they're like my brothers, like my older brothers, my, you know, step brother, like. Are they older than you? Yeah. I think so. I think I'm the youngest guy. I think I'm one of the youngest guys in the group, but it's okay. You know, I'm learning from everybody, and it's been a great time. Jake Hagar, he's been teaching me some MMA moves, so who knows? John Moxley, you're gonna pay this Wednesday. I don't know when the hell this is going up, so hopefully I don't have to eat these words that I'm saying right now later. I'm gonna need the people.
And speaking, of course, AEW and fans, of course, one AEW fan that wanted to at least give a shout out to you. His name is, of course, Devlin Frost. Adon, if you're watching, here's the one and only Sammy Guevara.
What's going on, Adon? From one Don to another, I just want to say, keep it best ever, my brother.
That was good. That was really good.
And of course, also not just AEW, but also Impact Wrestling. I would also say must-see television on Tuesday nights on Access TV. Wanted to ask, what was your thought process when Impact Wrestling, which had gone through different networks after Spike TV, which is now the Paramount Network, going from Pop to Pursuit to coming to a channel that not that long ago hosted New Japan Pro Wrestling, that being Access TV. What was your take when it was announced that Impact was coming to Access?
Well, quite frankly, it was awesome because even though everyone Access, a lot more people have access, and I mean, let's be frank, Pursuit absolutely freaking sucked and did absolutely nothing for us. So, and we all knew that it was going to transition to something else. It took longer than all expected, but hey, better late than never. And I do agree that I feel like Impact's been probably one of the most consistent and versatile products. I feel like on TV, it's just unfortunate it's not the most watched reviewed product because it can't be seen just as much as I thought.
Too humble, man. It was on these other BS channels, whatever, and then you popped up on the screen being the fucking machine, and they had no choice choice but to go and get a whole nother network, to get a whole nother set of eyes on this man, Brian Cage, the beast, the monster, the guy who's gonna beat Mr. Not 2006. Have I said that twice? Fight me, RVD.
Book it.
I got my little pee pump over here, my little Sammy Swolverini.
And like I said, as I told you earlier, it was an honor seeing you defend the world title this past July in Dallas against Michael Elgin. Like you said, that was a surefire match of the year contender, in my opinion.
No, actually, my exact quote was, "That was the real match of the year, not Tessa versus Sammy." That was the real deal. That was the real deal. And I came back still injured, and actually was out for several months after that because I came back not being able to work. Had a great story, had a great match. Elgin is phenomenal. You know, too,
yes.
Even with all that, Elgin, I feel like, is still the MVP of Impact, even over me. I thought every match he had last year was amazing. Him and Swan both equally, I think, tore the house down. So they might have helped that switch over to Axis as well. I appreciate you putting me over, Sammy. But, you know, I mean, since I've been there, every pay-per-view.
I got you.
Since I've came on board, every pay-per-view's been on fire as well. Was that because of me? I mean, probably, but still, you know, it's been a great place.
Definitely, man. Just it's been once again must-see television with both Impact Wrestling. I mean, honestly, when it comes to the weeks of the wrestling days of the week, honestly, my nights are Tuesday and Wednesday nights with Impact and with AEW.
I mean, what's crazy about it, too, you said the wrestling nights of the week. It's nuts that, like, every night of the week can be a wrestling night of the week in 2019, 2020. Because, I mean, before it was just Monday nights. Now it's, you know, there's like 8 nights of the week of wrestling. So
definitely, including here in the Rio Grande Valley on our local CBS affiliate, we get Ring of Honor on Saturday nights, which is yet another night to watch. But at the same,
is it though?
I mean, I like to be fair with all
Flipboard's
promotions.
on there.
Okay, flip
Gordon.
All right.
That's my buddy.
But all right, guys.
You guys are still the tag champs, yeah?
So much for the opportunity, by the way.
No worries, no worries. Hey, you know what? Too, a little inside info as well. Sammy and I first ever met not too long ago in the Valley. Hop, skip, and jump away in Brownsville.
Nice.
When we actually teamed together.
Yeah, and we went and kicked Rey Mysterio's ass. We don't gotta talk about who won that, but we got to kick Laredo Kid's ass, Rey Mysterio. What was our team name?
I don't know.
Dude, fucking, we don't need one because we're that good.
Who better, the best ever?
The Machine Gods?
Yeah.
The best ever machines? The Machine Gods? Something like that?
There we go.
That'd be great.
Ladies and gentlemen, of course, the Machine, Brian Cage, and the Spanish God, Sammy Guevara. You can see Tuesday nights on Access TV, Wednesday nights, and also I'll let you plug your YouTube channel, Mr. Guevara.
Oh, yeah, I'm glad because we didn't get to do that enough already. Sammy Guevara on YouTube, make sure to subscribe. If you're a fan of me, are you guys on YouTube too?
Yes.
Okay, if you're a fan of me, unsubscribe from these guys and go subscribe to me. All right. Cage, anything you want to plug? Pro Wrestling Tees?
Yeah, Pro Wrestling Tees, Brian Cage on Instagram, Mr. GMSI_B Cage, a really long, ridiculous name that nobody can find on Twitter, but I have a blue check mark, so I can't change it, so deal with it.
More nicknames than Apollo Creed and Rocky IV.
There we go. Thank you for watching, and as always, keep it best ever.